You know, ladies and gentlemen, when you see things that some so-called investors do when they come into your country, and the bluntness and the rudeness with which they will insult our minister, and in this case, Minister Colin Crowe, and his CEO of the Ministry of Housing, and other officials, and the court documents would be thrown away, and seized order by a ministry or city would be thrown away and stomped upon in disgrace. It is something for us to worry about. These investors are mostly coming from Europe, many of them from Russia, and we have seen some from Russia behave very, very bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen them in Russia behave very, very, very bad. Beating, hitting, slapping, knocking down, and even robbing the government of Guyana of royalties. All they want to do is to get fat themselves. But the Russian government has been kind to us, the ambassador has been kind to us, and I'm always a friend also of Russia. But that's another matter. These people who enslaved our ancestors in America and Europe, ladies and gentlemen, imagine for a moment if this is how these people are behaving in our country, what kind of a people they are. Imagine how they would have enslaved the African ancestors, or the countries they went in the Caribbean, beat, chopped, slaughtered, raped the indigenous, or what is called Amerindians, but indigenous people, murdering, hanging, and looking down upon everyone in Africa and India and indigenous countries, raping them, but then saying that they are dirty, no good people, but of course they're valuable for rape. And I'm trying to speak particularly about America. Some people in America. America is a great country. Their laws have been changed. People have been given opportunities, but some of the mindset of some of these people, we saw it happen here in Guyana at this Rumvelt site where they behave extremely shameful. They showed no respect for the citizens of the area, thinking because they lease a land, they have rights over the government. Insulting our minister, insulting our police, insulting our security details, and chasing our minister out of the compound, and thinking that they would be allowed to invest and do business and make money in Guyana, and thinking that they are right. Imagine what is going on in America today in some parts with the prejudice against African or black people who built the country with free labor for 300 to 400 of years, and then put free without anything, and yet so much was done to keep them down from enjoying their freedom and their opportunities. Friends and families, ladies and gentlemen, imagine these people, the audacity of this company in Guyana. I, as a citizen, your friend and your brother, cannot take this. And remember, friends and family, this is in the raw. Your friend, your brother, me, Hajji, Dr. Roshan Khan, RK's Guyana Free Media. Illegal Rumvelt Concrete Factory, GRE, seizes all duty-free equipment. Thank you, GRE. Thank you, Commissioner General Godfrey Stature. Thank you, Excellency President Dr. Irfan Ali. Thank you, Cabinet of Guyana. We cannot tolerate such atrocities against our minister, against our government, and our citizens. These people have to know themselves. And our people own this country. And not because we appear hungry for investment, our people are not hungry. The government of this country will not allow people to go hungry in this country. The PPPC government of Dr. President, His Excellency Irfan Ali, Prime Minister Mark Phillips, Vice President Baran Jagdeo, and all the ministers and the cabinet and the country, and we, our people, ourselves, we will not allow our fellow citizens of this country to go hungry. So we will be hungry to you for investment, but we are a tropical blessed country, my God. And you who are coming here to invest, stop putting wool over our eyes and stop trying to humiliate and denigrate us in this country. And that goes also to ExxonMobil and all other oil platforms and corporations trying to invest in this country. You have to give us a fair share and respect this country and its citizens. Now to the article from Kaicho News, May 16th, Sunday. Commissioner General of the Guyana Revenue Authority, Godfrey Stachier, has confirmed with Kaicho News that all duty-free equipment brought in by Superior Concrete Inc., the foreign-controlled company that was setting up an illegal concrete batching facility at Houston Estate, has been seized. Excellent. Stachier said too that there is an ongoing assessment of the case to understand the extent to which the nation's tax laws have been broken by the company. These damn, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, but these damn foreign wealthy countries and peoples coming here to try to deny the rights of our people to taxes for the benefit of the welfare of our people and the development of our country and for a strong military and a better police force and more educated people in our country, and they're trying to rob us. Mr. President, Dr. Irfan Ali, thank you. And ministers and government, thank you. Let us do what we have to do to put these places and send a message to all those who want to invest in this country. And I ask you to appoint volunteers, people like myself, and others, to be on the lookout where ordinary people can go to make complaints, and we can channel it to the right people, not just me, but the many positive people like ourselves, including Christopher Ram, Freddie Kisum, the leaders of the Chamber of Commerce's, the leaders of the Private Sector Commission, friends and family, the leaders of religions who love our country. People must feel free to go to take what they see there, so they can take. We can take it to the right channels for the ordinary, simple Guyanese people who might not know how to walk up the corridors of power. But the real truth is, the real bosses are the people of the Guyana. The real truth is the ordinary man of this country that are the true power. But some of them sometimes are somewhat timid, and they like to use someone to take the message up. This newspaper was also able to ascertain from other GRE officials that the losses to the state regarding the said equipment total more than $40 million. The state lost that, ladies and gentlemen. To give them an opportunity to do business, but they will disrespect my minister, my government, my citizens, our government, ladies and gentlemen, our GRE, our laws. Following Kaicho News reporting on the matter, two Superior Concrete Inc. officials, Ian Charles Jones and Richard Austin Shamlin, were told to leave these shores after it was found that they were working in Guyana on expired work permits. Both individuals were also highly disrespectful to government officials who tried on 3 occasions to bring an end to the rogue operations. And you know, our government is so good. The end was to put an end to the rogue operation, but at the same time was saying they could try to legalize themselves. So good our government is. They could try to do things in a legal and acceptable manner, but they somehow or the other believe that the era of slavery has not ended, and that they can come into people's country and do what they want, when they want, whatever they want. The illegal operation that was being led by the foreign-controlled company was taking place on the land adjacent to South Roundbelt. Kaicho News was able to obtain a copy of the transport for the plot in use and observed that it's partly owned by Michael Vera, one of the chairmen of the Houston Estates. Kaicho News had reported that Vera had no part in the illegal operation, and that's good, because we know these people are quite patriotic, even though they are very inclined to business. But only leased the lands to Andrew McDeesey, And Megdisi is a very prominent name. So they'll lease the land to Megdisi. That's Vera Investments. In a statement to the press on May 11, 2021, Megdisi denied having any involvement in this illegal operation, stating that I will not flout the laws of Guyana. Thank you, Mr. Megdisi, I'm saying to you. He admitted, however, that his company was contracted to provide equipment and construction materials to the foreign-controlled company, while adding it was observed by this publication during a site visit that machinery on the site is branded MMC, a company owned and controlled by Andrew and Maurice Megdisi. In light of this declaration, Kaiser News sent an email on May 11 asking Andrew Megdisi to answer questions relating to the licensing of the company and other issues. So far, no response was provided to these questions, which were emailed to Ajay Baksh of Perception Inc., a public relations and advertising firm that sent the statement on behalf of Megdisi. So, friends and family, brothers and sisters, let us understand that Guyana is ours. And we will not tolerate any abuse of our citizens, as we saw recently by a Russian form in the interior, beating and punching and refusing to pay our people. And then in the end, putting wool over our government eyes by agreeing to certain things. Friends and family, we must protect our citizens. And we must protect our country. And we must not allow any foreigners to come here and think that they can denigrate our country. We must take away their license. Whenever they do such things, we must not be afraid. Guyana will never go hungry. We have food. Look at the sunshine. Look at the rains we had. Look at the earth and the microbes. We are a blessed people. Friends and family, your friend, your brother, me, Hajji, Dr. Roshan Khan, in the raw, saying thank you for tuning in and farewell.